Conversation Practice, Unit 9A, at Sean's house. Listen and practice.
Here we are. This is Sean's house.
Okay, ring the doorbell.
Yes, who is it?
It's me, Helen.
I'll be there in just a minute.
Okay.
Hi, Helen. How are you doing? It's been a long time.
Yes, I know. Let me introduce you to a good friend of mine. Sean, this is Henry. Henry, this is Sean.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
Pleased to meet you, too.
You may be wondering what we're doing here. The reason is simple and not too complicated at the same time. You know that there is a party at Jenny's house, right?
Yeah, but what's the problem with that?
As I was saying, it is not that complicated. My friend Henry needs to borrow a pair of dress shoes since his shoes got wet at the last party, remember? He only has a pair of tennis shoes to wear.
Yeah, I remember. What size are you?
10.5. I'm sorry to bother you, but Helen insisted.
Stop being fussy.
Stop arguing. I have a pair of shoes that you'll love, but
What?
you have to promise that you won't get them wet, just like you did with the last pair of shoes you wore.
I promise.
Here, have these shoes. They're the nicest shoes at my shoe store. Take good care of them.
I will, thanks.
Thanks, Sean. I promise I will take care of your shoes too.
Okay.
We've got to go.
Okay, see you at the party.
See you.
Thanks. You're my fairy godmother.
You're welcome.
Henry, let's go. I have to go home.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, Sean. Thanks a lot. I call you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Dictation.
Who is he? He is my husband. What is he? He is a businessman. What does she have in her purse? She has her makeup. Where do you have my radio? I have it at home. When did you arrive? I arrived here last month. When is he coming for practice? He's coming tomorrow. What type of magazine do you like to read? I like Vogue magazines.
Reading comprehension.
Unit 9. A Wonderful Dream. Once upon a time, there was a king who was very unkind. He was very selfish and believed everything the oracle said. One day, he went to the oracle and asked about his son's future. The kid was only 1 month old. The oracle told the king that his son, the prince, was going to be his loss. Few days passed, and the king ordered his guards to imprison him. When the kid was an adult, his father ordered the guards to take him out of the prison and to drug him so he wouldn't see his way out of the dungeon. After a few hours, the prince woke up in the palace surrounded by servants. He ate a lot, met the king and the queen. He thought he was dreaming. When the day was darkening, the king ordered his servants to put him back in the dungeon where he belonged. After a couple of hours, the prince woke up in the dungeon and started to cry, thinking all he had lived was only a wonderful dream.
Conversation Practice, Unit 10A, in a new town. Listen and practice. What a nice place. I've never been in a place like this.
do you remember when we went to Ayacucho and you said the same thing?
I know, but this place is different. Look at those big hills, all covered in green.
I know. It's such a wonderful place.
Yeah, it's just beautiful.
Let's check this hotel. Maybe they have some cheap rooms.
Okay, excuse me, madame. How much is a room per night?
It's $20.
If we rent 2 rooms, will you give us a special deal? Any discount?
Sorry, it's a fixed price.
Maybe we can just rent 1 room. We'll pay half each.
That's the best idea I've heard so far.
Maybe we can ask for an extra bed. Do you think she'll charge for it?
I don't know. Let's ask her.
Yeah, let's.
Excuse me, madame. Can we have an extra bed put in?
Sure, but it'll cost you $5 extra.
Okay, we'll take it.
The room will cost you $25, including the bed and tax.
Do you know if there's a barber shop around here? I need a haircut.
Let me think. Oh yes, there is a barber shop near the bus station.
The one next to the bank?
Exactly, that's it.
Okay, Fred, let's go.
Okay.
Dictation.
Why are you so serious? It's just that I'm having problems with one of my neighbors. How was your day? It was great. What are you doing? I'm trying to fix my car. Who was she gossiping with? She was gossiping with her neighbor. Whose car is this? That's Mr. Robinson's car.
Reading comprehension.
Unit 10. A Daughter's Letter. I can't believe it. I'll be home in a couple of weeks. This has been the greatest vacation I ever had. My English teacher is pretty good. Now I can understand almost everything. I've made many friends. I learned lots of new things. For example, believe it or not, some Americans spend more hours watching TV than working. I called the Monteros last week. They were very happy to hear from me. You're right. They have a daughter my age. She is happily married, has 2 children, and sends regards. They all send their regards. Miss Montero cried when she talked about people she hadn't seen in years. They want to go back to Colombia for a visit, but I don't think they have the money. On the brighter side, I'm sending you a picture of Martha. Do you remember her? I hope you recognize her. She was very young when you saw her last time. Sorry, Mom, but I've got to go. I promise I'll write soon. Love you and miss you a lot. Bye.